Hey everybody, Acre Love Homestead here. My name is Kimberly and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome. Today I've done some planting today. I tilled this up a little bit, so we're trying to get some of our plants going for springtime. We do have one more cold day, but I don't think I'm too worried about it. It's not going to get below freezing, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything planted. I already got the plants in the front planted in the raised bed gardens, and right here is where our corn and our squash and watermelon and stuff like that is going to go. Right now I'm fixing to plant our corn. So I have two different varieties right here. One of these, well, if I can get it. One of these is a new variety to me. It's called a popcorn carousel, and it's really neat looking. It's got like different colors. I don't know if that's for eating or just decoration. But then I got the corn sugar buns, so we're gonna try to plant these this year and see what happens. Last year I had pretty good luck with the corn on this side right here, and it did pretty well. So we'll see what happens this year. Like I said, we had the pig out here tilling up, and that kind of helped, move the dirt around and get some nutrition moved around in there. But we're gonna plant corn here. Like I say, we'll have corn. I'm going to plant some squash, which I need to go bring them from in the front. I am going to have some okra this year. That will just go out on the farm stand. I did open the farm stand again. Right now I only got eggs out there right now, but hopefully during the week I'm going to get some cookies out there, and I'm hoping I'm going to get some bread out there. Just kind of, get some people coming in for whenever we open the big one. But we did move some of the goats. We'll talk about that here in a little while. We moved goats. I moved the baby goats. I need to do an update for rabbits on some things on the rabbits also. So this may be a longer video. I don't know if y'all want to stick around and find out, but it may be a little bit longer video because of the planting and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And today we've been having a lot of wind. Well, this whole week it's been windy. So it's been really windy the whole week. Just crazy winds. I mean, I'm talking 50, 60 mile an hour. Some days it felt like it was like 80 to 90 mile an hour winds. Hopefully that will die down and not dry out all of my plants that I've planted, because I don't want my water bill, to be $400 water bill, but who knows. But I'm going to start planting some of this stuff. Necessarily want to get out the big tiller and till. Right now it's got a carburetor issue, but I didn't want to have to get that out, and I don't want to till it too much, because like I said, the pig, he already done what he needed to. What did I do with my little one right here? And my potatoes started coming up. I thought they were a lost cause, but they did start coming up, and I'll show y'all that here in a little while too. Stand up down this way, maybe you can see what I'm doing. So I got separating them out here. I got some of them going in. Hopefully y'all, if I put you down here, y'all can still see. This part of the video is probably going to be boring. just planting a bunch of corn. But I want to talk a little bit about our farm stand. So what I did is I used to have a little small farm stand, and well, I still have it, but we went and we bought one of those big storage buildings, and I'm gonna turn that into an actual type of farm store, so I can be able to sell, you know, any extra veggies that we get, any, you know, bread that I make, banana bread. My banana bread does great. I take it to work and everybody buys it. So I'm hoping that, you know, our store will do as good as I'm hoping that it will. You know, all I got, you know, I need to pray on it. You know, hopefully Jesus will hear us and, you know, give us that boost that we need. But I would like to be able to sell like cookies, homemade soap, bread, you know, my banana bread. I do make beeswax candles, so I would like to do beeswax candles also. But of course, you know, put my eggs out there, and you know, anytime we have maybe, you know, baby chickens or, you know, and such, I can put a sign out there for that. So I'm really hoping that it's gonna do well. I guess we'll find out whenever we come to that time. I need to dig a little bit right here. Get that kind of dug in. Our chickens did start laying a bunch of eggs. I did go and buy more chickens. I went and bought some Rhode Island Hampshire cross hens. Hopefully we'll get an abundance of eggs from them. They're probably only about 6 months old at the moment, if that. Some look a little younger, which is fine. Because I need to replace my old hens and put my new hens in. But so the other day they came out and they dug the trench for the electric to be put in the farmhouse. We do have that done, thankfully. Tuesday they're supposed to come out and put the actual electric in, so I'll be able to, you know, finish putting up the paneling. I got to put flooring down. I got to put insulation in there. You know, it still needs a lot of work, but you know, slowly but surely. I'm not in a rush. If it doesn't get put up this year, then hey, maybe next year. Hopefully, what I'm afraid of, I guess I could say, is that if we move and I have an established farm stand, I don't know if those clients will move with me. You know, sometimes people will follow you to where you sell your stuff, and sometimes people won't. And you know, that would just have to be me making new clients, you know, wherever we move from. You know, if and when we move. It's an if until it actually happens. So, but we would like to have more land. You know, I would like to, instead of raising the Nigerians, I'd like to raise boar goats. I like to go to the boar goats. I will keep my mini La Manchas. I'm trying to hold on to my mini La Manchas. Because that way at least I could get some milk, because like I say, I make homemade goat's milk soap, so that would help me in that long run. What the heck was that? Thought that was a snake. So hopefully, you know, I guess we'll just have to see. God knows where he wants us, and that's where he's gonna put us. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not, it's not. Because this is just one little row and I've already almost used everything. Typically I don't go too far that way. Try to stay right in this general area. I do try to leave a tag in there just so I can remember, hey, this is what this kind of corn is. This is what this kind of corn is. So I do try to leave a little tag. Oh, my sweatpants are gonna get all dirty. Whew, I'm already out of breath. I ain't even done anything, y'all. hoping that here pretty soon we'll start getting some bees. Swarms are happening. I've seen a lot of people on Facebook, trying to go get swarms already. So I'm hoping that the swarm traps catch something here pretty soon. Whoops. That's because we have high wind. Now they say in between corn that you can plant squash, and it gives it some kind of extra fertilizer or something. I tried that last year. It didn't work for me. So I'm just gonna plant my corn. It's called the Three Sisters, but I don't know exactly what the Three Sisters are. I know it's corn, squash, something else. Is it green beans? I think it's green beans. But they give, I guess, the nitrogen and stuff to the corn, and the corn releases something to them. So I don't know. Who knows? I'm just gonna do it normally. See what we get this year. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back. Well, I could probably start right here. I'm gonna move y'all back a little bit. Yeah, looks pretty. I like it. Let's just hope we get an abundance of corn like we did last year. I went to clean out my freezers last year, or earlier this year, and I can't tell you how much corn is in there. There's a lot. Needless to say, there's a lot of it. Oh, there's a wasp. Do not come over here, Mr. Wasp. Me and you are not friends. That Jupiter doesn't jump the fence and eat it all. You better hope he does it. That'll be a no-no. Having a bunch of no-nos on the farm. I'm missing a rabbit too. She got out of her cage, so I gotta keep an eye out for her. The wind blew her cage door open, and she's out. Show up sooner or later. She's one of those white ones, and they are hard to catch. Guess I could probably plant my corn a little closer, but maybe if I do decide to put something in between, that way it could grow up it like the green beans or something. It could grow up the stems, or the stalks, I should say. Is that? No clue. That pig dug down to China, so we're getting a bunch of stuff from China. Okay. Oh, my back. So, my birthday was Friday. I turned 43. Not ashamed of turning 43. But let me tell you, the older you get, things stop working. Like your back, or your knees, or your wrists. Stuff like that. It's a little bit harder to do things whenever you're starting to get up there in age. And I'm getting up there. That's okay. If it works, it works. If it don't, we replant. Can't wait to see what our garden does this year with the new garden beds up front and the containers. And I really just can't wait. Let's see what was planted here before. Bicolor sweet corn. That's what apparently I had planted here last year. Might have need to find some of that because that grew really well. It's way different than this one. This one's called corn sugar buns. So I'm gonna keep that. Stick it right there. my shoe. I think I got that. I might have got that at Russell's, because that's a different tag than these. So I may have to go up to Russell's, and that's another feed store that's by us, and see if I can find that one. I like to stick with what grows. Because corn, usually I didn't have a good time with corn before. They'd get about this big, and then worms would eat them, etc. Okay, there's some more. Oh no, that might be from what I just had. Birds are out today. Everybody's out today. Birds, we've just seen lots more bunnies, etc., etc. And bunnies better not come and eat my flipping garden here. Okay, that's that corn. Now, next is the one that's a different kind. So I may scoot it over a little bit this way. I'm going to scoot that other corn over this way. Because it's different. Hopefully y'all ain't just looking at the ground here. Oh, see, I'm gonna finish this row right here. Here in a minute, we'll get to some fun stuff. And I gotta watch that chicken that's loose too. Been out scratching everywhere, so need to catch her. She's hard to catch. Call her Fluffy Butt. I gotta get my little thing in here. We've been having 80-degree weather lately. I wonder if we're just going to skip right through spring and hit summer. Texas tends to do things like that. All right, get away from me. What are you doing? Get. Wasp. Or what he's doing. Pollinate something, not my hair. Good. It'd be neat to see what this corn does. Guess we'll find out if it makes it or not. Whoa. has 2 corns. And then we'll get to talk about some fun stuff here. Okay, corn is planted. Later I'll come out here and do the squash and the okra. Don't want to bore y'all too much with that. But now that I'm all dirty, let's go get to some fun stuff. Okay, so over here, we move babies over here. Babies are here. Scooter taking a death nap. They're all taking death naps. She got put in here because if she gets out, she's gonna eat everything. So I moved the males over here where the pig was. That way, on the other side, I can try to get my grass to grow again. That's what I really want to do. So goats are over here. They get food and water. Females here. Jupiter has clearly jumped the fence because he doesn't want to be with the males. They beat him up. So that's fine. Whatever. Nanny. That's Nanny. Hi, Nanny. Hi, how are you doing? But I'm going to swap you around here. We're going to go. Let me see. I just hit a button. My stand has a button on it. It connects to Bluetooth. I forgot a corn. That's okay. Let's get over here to this garden on this side over here. So I put potatoes. If y'all don't know, I put potatoes and onions on this side over here. My potatoes weren't coming up for a while, but now they're coming up. Thank goodness. And my onions look way better. I don't know if y'all can see my onions. My onions look way better all in here. Ghost ate the okra on that end. But right here we have, down here we have potato. They're all starting to come up, along with all these sunflowers. That's nothing but sunflowers. I did not plant those. They just grew by themselves. So hopefully we can get quite a bit of sunflowers this year too. You can make sunflower flour from the stalks, which I hear is really good. But you need an abundance of it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that this year. That'd be neat if I could. If I can't, oh well. Can also make sunflower jelly. That'd be cool to make. I would like to do that one because I've made mint jelly before and that tastes really good. But let's go here. Let's get to the rabbits, y'all. So the other day I made a video and a lot of y'all liked the video. A lot of y'all watched the video. A lot of y'all subscribed from that video. So I want to do an update on rabbits and how I fixed their tags. So I had these tags. If you watch the other video, see me put it on just this little circle thing just hanging there. Well, I had a subscriber comment and say, hey, how come you don't get the pins and just pin it to the cage? Well, guess what? It works 10 times better. So I've got them clipped to this. This one is clipped to this here. I don't know if you can see that. And she's messed all her stuff up. But let's get this way. So I clipped this one. And now I've got dates written down. See, this is the bunny that's missing. So she's going to have babies. I got to catch her pretty soon. So I clipped them. I really need to find her. So everybody's clipped onto their... Males didn't get one. The females got one. But I got my date wrote down. Another date wrote down. I'm fixing to go inside and get them some cool veggies because it is a hot one today. Luckily the shade is kind of coming over. But we did clip them. So thank you to the subscriber that recommended that. That was a good idea. Hopefully the wind won't blow those away. Also, we went and bought more chickens. I'm gonna flip y'all back around. So these are the Hampshire Rhode Island red mix. I did get a male. I got 2 ducks. I don't know if I told y'all that last time. I don't remember. But I got 2 ducks. See if y'all can see the ducks. And I got a male for them, which is cool. But see all the black ones? They're the star chickens. They're called black star chickens. So we got 10 more. We got 10 more of those. So hopefully we'll start getting an abundance of eggs. There's a turkey egg over there on the ground. I don't know if y'all can see that. Where's it at? Let's see if I can. Where's it? Move, chicken. Right there. Somewhere. Right there. Right there. That's the turkey egg. I've been getting turkey eggs again. So we're happy about the turkey eggs. I get one I've got 3 hens, so one will lay one day, the other 2 will lay the other day, which they hadn't here lately, but that's how they were laying in the beginning, which I'm okay with that. I can always put them in the incubator and hatch them out. Typically, I don't keep our turkeys, our baby turkeys. Baby turkeys are hard to grow for some reason. I don't know, I never have good luck with them. So usually I just put them up for sale. And I sell them quickly. It's not like I don't sell them, they do get sold. But yeah, and the duck, she's laying one. When I first got them, the 2 ducks laid an egg, and then the one stopped, and then the one is going again. Okay, now let me jump over our trench here. And I got everything planted. It's a little wilted at the moment. Let me get y'all back out, and hopefully, my hair is everywhere too, so I have to excuse my hair, guys. So we got all these planted. They're all planted. We got not onions. So we got tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, bell peppers. Marigolds are in there. I'm gonna get a couple more. I'm gonna get another flat of marigolds because they help with pests. In here is gonna be my herb garden. I gotta get some more dirt to fill in here, but everything. And then I still need to get my arches going. Hopefully I can do that next weekend. But everything is planted. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. This is the first year for this. Usually I typically just plant down in the ground, but hey, I guess, you know, change is not a bad thing sometimes. But that's our raised bed garden, and it, you know, wish me luck, because I've never planted in like a raised bed garden. Let's go check out the trees. I haven't said anything about the trees lately. So all my trees already bloomed. Peach tree bloomed. Oh, she's got a little peach on there. Let's see if y'all, can y'all see that? Let's see, right there. She has a peach already. So I'm gonna assume the bees already got this. It's got various peaches on it. Probably won't get much because she's a first timer this year. This one is also a first timer. I probably won't get anything off of it, which is fine. You know, first time trees, you know, newly trees, usually they don't give you much. And this is our plum tree, which I would hope I would get something from her. There's a couple of little buds coming out. I would hope that I would get something from her this year because this is her second year. First year didn't get anything, second year I should get something. And this is our beautiful peach tree. She needs to finish getting some leaves going. There's a bee right there. Right there. Oh, she flew away. I think that's actually a male drone. I think he's a drone. Not quite sure. He looked like a drone. But we'll see if we get something from her this year too, because this is her 3rd or 4th year. This is her 3rd or 4th year that she, and she usually gives a lot of peaches. There's this one. This one right here. This is her first year. Peach Bounty, it says. I don't see any buds like on the other one. But I didn't really see any flowers on that one either, so who knows. This one got some little buds on it. This one's got buds. You don't see that. So we'll see if anything comes out of this one. And the fig tree, I was gonna say I didn't know if it made it or not, but hallelujah, it's getting leaves on it. Right there. Right there. I wonder if all these are not good. I wonder if they're dead. I wonder if they dried. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see about that fig tree, y'all. I really don't know. But it's got some leaves coming out on it. I've never grown fig trees before, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. This thing right here, I thought was dead, but it's got new leaves coming out on it. And I think the other, I'll have to check the other ones. I think that one does too. Oh, hi, Spike. But let's get up here. I'm gonna show y'all the trench line. That's our trench line. Tore up my yard all the way down 200 feet. But it'll be a good thing later on. We hope. We hope it'll be a good thing. But yep, that's our video for today, guys. I'm gonna end it here because I gotta go finish planting my squash. And I hope y'all like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Catch you later. the way down here. But look at these big rocks that came out here. That's a big old rock. There's another one over there. Over here. Getting it done though. Hopefully when we get to the driveway, it won't be real bad. Not that many roots down this way. There was a lot of roots up in there where all them trees are. This thing's got to go 200 feet long. Our poor yard. That's okay. It's going to be for the better. Shop hopefully will get up and running here pretty soon.